Hey guys, Broheen from the Gamers Emporium channel bringing you another Rogue spec. So we're going to take a look at Saboteur, which is the Rogue's biggest, highest sustained AoE DPS. So let's take a look at the trees. The spec goes 54 Saboteur, 22 Nightblade, 0 Marksman, and then masteries as well. We'll get into those in a moment. So your Saboteur spec, in Saboteur do 5 in Nimble Fingers, 5 in Increased Explosive Power, 5 in Advanced Combat Training, 1 in Barb Trapped, 5 Combat Wounds, 3 in Silent Setup, 5 in Bomb Specialist, 1 in Time Bomb, 1 in Combined Arms, 3 in Charge Booster, 1 in Annihilation Bomb, 2 in Military Strategist, 1 in Demolition Specialist, 1 in Carpet Bombing, 1 in Residual Shrapnel, 5 in Trench Warfare, 5 in Mass Destruction, 1 in Trap Extension, and 1 in Cloudmaker. Nightblade is 22 points. You're going to do 5 in Burning Rage, 5 in Blazing Fury, 1 in Twilight Force, 1 in Advanced State of Sloth, 3 in Unstable State, 3 in Fire and Death Attunement, 2 in Melted Skin, and 2 in Heat Retention. Your 0 Marksman is going to give you on the double for if you want to move. And also, you can have Swift Shot, at the end of your macro if you choose. So you're using that instead of your auto attack. If you don't want the auto attack, or if you want an auto attack but you want your teleport, you can change it to Deathstalker, and that's the way that goes. So your masteries: 61 is Planar Replenishment, 62 is Adamant Resolve, 63 is Boundless Energy, 64 is Through the Ether, and 65 is Planar Conservation. So let's go take a look at the macros. Alright guys, so this is a simple 2-button setup with a little bit of preparation in the beginning, so let's take a look at macros. Your spam, I'm just going to post this in the description, but this is basically all of your utility and all your bombs mixed into one, which makes this the 1-button spam. And then you have a so-called somewhat of a finisher or burst damage button, which is just a carpet bombing, and then because you use carpet bombing, you'll get 4 spike bombs to follow. So it's a total of pressing this button 5 times. And spike bomb is very, very high sustained damage. If you need to be a lot more bursty with a lot more damage, you can use annihilation bomb after carpet bombing, which will cause a shitload more burst, but it won't sustain very well. So this is why we use spike bomb instead, just to be able to sustain it. In a PvP setting, annihilation bomb may be better. So but basically that's your 2 macros. So let's take a look at the bar, starting with the top one. Your buffs are Trap Extension and Planar Conservation. And then your next bar, I have Detonate and Spike Bomb and Rapid Setup up top just to watch them to make sure that, I know when they're going to come off cooldown. But really not totally necessary, but it helps me. Keep break free on your bar. And I put Conceal up here in case you got to sneak past somebody on the double, and Agility are your utility for movement. And then I put our main spam first spot, and that quote-unquote somewhat finisher that I was talking to you about on the second button, and caltrop charge on the third. You also have Incriminate, which is a threat transfer, so you can put this on the tank, and any threat that you make, or all threat, will be transferred to the person who's incriminated for 6 seconds. And then I have Choke and Gas Bomb and Adhesive Bomb, which are both, those are both debilitates or crowd control abilities, so you definitely want to keep those on the bar just in case. And now we can talk the actual rotation, which is very simple. So as far as this rotation goes, we have a little bit of setup. Caltrop charge will stay on an enemy for up to 1 minute. So we're going to start by kind of getting in here and clicking on the dummy. We'll start with the one ahead so we can keep track. But you can put caltrop charge on the enemy. You'll see right down here, 5 of them. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. So this is what you should be doing pre-pull. This does not pull or cause any aggro. Put 5 on each one. Alright, check the first one. He's down to 37 seconds. So we have time for the last 3. Once all of them are done, now we back up and let's let loose with the main spam. Look at all that. We just bursted at 230k just in the first second there. So now once your rotation's through and you start casting your caltrops, then go for your carpet bomb and your spike bombs. Cast that spike bomb 4 times, go back to your main spam, and this is pretty much it. So right now, over 20 seconds, we're holding 193k, somewhere right around there. If need be, you can position your choke and gas bomb, but your carpet bomb is going to come up every minute. So every minute, you definitely want to keep carpet bomb on cooldown. So we'll run this rotation here for about another minute and kind of just, you know, talk, shoot the shit, whatever. Detonate, if you ever see this go up to 5, which it should never get up to 5, but if you ever have 5 charges on the enemy, you can manually detonate it for damage to make it, you know, come quicker. But your main spam should have detonate and should have something in there to make your traps and bombs detonate by themselves, so you shouldn't have to worry about it, but I keep the button there just in case. So now carpet bomb's going to come back off cooldown, so we're going to hit that thing and then apply 4 more spike bombs, and back to the main spam. And we're still maintaining 175k or so, so this is definitely the highest AoE DPS spec for a rogue. So, and this is so simple. It's a one button nuke spec. You cannot go wrong with this spec. Now there are other specs that make this spec more effective, but really when you think about it, AoE, why do you really need more than 175-ish K? So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not a min-maxer. If you choose to, you know, do so, be my guest. But this is just a simple AoE spec for beginners for the most part, and you know, it's super high DPS. I don't care what you say, it is such high DPS for AoE. So, alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Again, constructive criticism is welcome. Being an asshole, however, is not. So we appreciate all your concerns and all your help. If there's anything I can do to help you guys out, please let us know. Leave a comment. Other than that, thank you for watching again. It's been my pleasure. Have a good night.